So I promised the guys at Timber Touch Putterworks that I would not only review their putter, but I'd also game it in a competitive round of golf. So I'm here today at Churston. The greens are starting to putt really well and starting to get a bit of growth on them. So I thought, why not put this putter into play in the midweek Stableford? So I'm going to show you every single putt I've hit with this putter during a competitive round of golf. Hope you enjoy. So today's vlog, I'm going to show you every single shot that I struck with the putter. This is where my tee shot ended up on the first, but I am using putter from off the green, and we're not counting this as a putting stroke. Breaks in from the right, downhill towards the hole. A little bit of moisture on the ball. Really pleased with the weight of that putt. Absolutely dead straight. Not going to give the hole away. Going to roll the ball straight at the hole. Always pleased to make a par on the first hole at Churston. From left for a 40-foot putt here. Breaks out from the right-hand side as you look down the camera. Left-hand side as I'm putting. It's going to want to go right, and past the hole it's really, really quick. My starting line was a fraction wide, but it's better to miss it on that side. Down the hill and left centre from this particular angle.
Another two putt.
A long par for the third hole. Just find ourselves onto the edge of the green. Thought this putt broke from left to right by the hole, but it was actually right to left. This wasn't a bad putt, it was a really bad read. You'll see now the ball drifting as it gets to the hole, it's going left. It's also downhill past the hole, so it's run an awkward length past. This is the slow putt, it's right back up the hill. I'm trying to increase the length of backstroke because generally I get shorter and shorter when I'm under pressure. So trying to keep that putter flowing through. Hit a really good putt here, dead centre of the hole, and that's a bit of a confidence booster. Had a bit of a disaster on this hole. Found the front bunker, then came out a little bit long. So this is my par putt. Tricky putt here. It breaks from the left-hand side. Again, past the hole where Gareth has stood, it is all downhill. So you've got to be careful not to get it going past the hole with too much pace. Hit what I thought was a good line, but the pace, I mean, the greens are so pure. The ball's running and running and running. It's got to the hole now and it's gone. It's run past sort of an awkward 8-9 foot pass. So not seeing a lot in this putt. It's from right centre or maybe right edge at the most, but it will try and drift off when it loses pace. Back up the hill as well. Hit a decent putt, just didn't start it outside the hole. Tried to hit the left edge, and unfortunately that's my first free putt with the putter. The camera tends to flatten out the break here, but it is breaking quite a bit from my right. And again, as soon as it loses pace, it will die left. So you've got to keep the pace up to keep it online. Hit this one quite firm. Needs to hit the hole now. It does, dead centre. That's a good par save on the fifth hole. More troubles on the sixth hole. This is the hardest hole on the golf course. This is putting back up the hill from the right. Quite a bit of break on this as well. Started it a bit too far right. Too much pace as well. And it's run an awkward sort of 3-foot pass. Just tapping this one in. It's no score on the holes, but still trying to take my time on all the putts to get a realistic score. So the seventh hole, second shot towards the back of the green. This is all up the hill, breaking left to right. I'm aiming about 1.5 foot left of the cup and then just let it die towards the hole. Does need hitting. Hit a good line here, good pace. It's coming now. Caught the left edge and didn't drop. I got a good look at the putt as the ball went past the hole, and I know this is sort of right edge and firm. Got to keep the pace up again because it will try and drift to the left. Got to be nice and positive. Hit this one hard at the hole so it doesn't take as much break. Solid putt in the middle of the hole and a good par save. My tee shot on the par 3/8 finished directly behind the hole, so it must have looked good in the air, and it must have just literally gone on the high side and almost had a hole in one. So this putt breaks from my right, again dying it down towards the hole. You can see Andy Moore's ball on the right hand, or mark on the right hand side. That's where his tee shot went, which was also close. So this is for a 2 and a share of the prize pot. I've had a tendency to miss putts on the low side, so I'm really trying to keep the pace up of the ball that goes to the hole, and this is absolutely perfect, dead centre, and that won me £11, which I had to share with Gareth. I found the putting surface in 2 on the par 4 ninth. Straight up the hill, there's a ridge probably 4 or 5 foot short of the hole, which you've got to get the ball up to. So it's quite a slow putt. Hit a really good putt here, really good pace. I think it's in now. Oh, it's caught the edge and not dropped. Should leave myself a simple tap in with a shot on the 9th, so that would be a 4-net free. Felt if a couple of putts had dropped, I would have actually had more than the 17 points which I went out in. A very pleasing front 9 with a new putter. Had my worst swing of the day on the 10th tee and hit the ball over the wall, which I haven't done for years. So this putt is to try and score a point. It breaks from the right hand side, full length of the green. It's quite a flat area where the pin is. It's broke way more than I thought, and it's also come up a little bit short, so not a great putt. And a no score on the 10th hole. Just going to tap this one in, taking my time to make sure we record all the putts.
That putt's alright, isn't it?
Quite like it. What's the off the face?
2 decent shots have left me a birdie putt on 11. This is straight down the hill and a really, really quick putt. Breaking fractionally out of my left, but it's all about the pace. Again, past the hole is really quick, so I'm wary of that. Hit a short putt here, not a good putt. Bang on line, but a good foot and a half short. But going to tap that in for par. Still pleasing 2 putt on the 11th. 12th hole, second hardest hole on the course according to the card. This is my birdie attempt from just on the edge of the green. Just seeing it from the right, but sort of right edge. Not a lot of break in it. Again, important to get the pace right. Hit a good putt here. Just drifting left. Probably started at a fraction left. Sort of ran an awkward sort of 4.5, 5 foot past. Not seeing a lot in this putt. Again, trying to keep the pace up because it's straight up the hill. Get it going at the hole with a decent bit of speed. Hit it a little softer than I intended. It caught the right edge and thankfully dropped. Found the greenside bunker off the tee. My bunker shot wasn't particularly good, so found the back of the green. This is a horrible putt. As soon as it gets within 4 or 5 foot of the hole, it is really, really quick. And now it looks like a good putt, but that is gone. And you watch how far this runs past. It just doesn't stop. Another example of being the wrong side of the hole. So this putt is really, really slow. Straight back up the hill. Neil's putt has broken a different way to what I actually read it as. So I'm hitting this now left edge. And it's actually drifted a little bit left. Could have almost gone dead straight at that. Disappointing 3 putt and a disappointing bogey on what is the easiest hole on the golf course according to the card. We find ourselves in the middle of the 14th green in regulation, so this is the birdie putt. Can't see a lot in it. Looks like it's sort of left edge of way I'm looking at it, but it won't break much. It's almost the flattest green on the golf course. Started it too straight and now it's just drifting off, but that will just leave me a simple tap in for a par. My scorecard's up there as well if you want to have a little look at the progress. Tee shot was in the trees on the left hand side and I was slightly blocked out, so I played a lob wedge onto the front of the green. So this is the birdie putt. This breaks from the left, almost at the bag that I've put, maybe even a fraction left of it. It's got a lot of swing. Past the holes there's a dip as well, so you've got to be careful not to get it running too much. It's a really good putt. At this stage I feel like it's got a chance. Just stayed on the high side, walking up just to tap that one in for a 4-net free on the 15th hole. Again, middle of the green on 16, putting for birdie. This putt breaks out the right-hand side. Down the slope. Got to be careful not to get it going too much pace. Hit a really good putt here. At this stage, I'm thinking it's in. Just again, drifted past the edge. And a simple tap in for my par. Not much happening on the 17th. Missed the green to the right. Chip to here and hold the putt for a par. Middle of the green on 18. Putting from the right-hand side and up the hill. Got quite a bit of break on this putt. Again, it will drift to the left as soon as it loses pace. Got to keep the pace up. Hit a decent putt. I think it's got a chance here. Again, just slid by the hole. And we'll tap that one in for a par. Finished third in Division 1, so picked up some money. 33 putts. Decent round with the putter. Really pleased with it. I'm going to keep it in the bag for a little bit more testing. Thanks to my playing partners, Andy Moore, who finished second in the comp, Gareth and Neil for allowing me to film whilst we played. Like I said in the review video, ideally I would like a slightly bigger head, and I know that they are in the process of producing one, so if they could produce a bigger headed putter, then I would definitely game this putter. But early signs with this putter, so far so good, and how long it remains in my bag, I'm not too sure. Finally, would you game a wooden headed putter, and have you tried a wooden headed putter? As always, thanks for watching. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below. All comments are answered.